the power Smart Doll. I have a lot of vinyl and a wig problem. Welcome back, everybody. So I'm not going to do the intro that I would normally do in this video because I do the intro. Actually, Miss Mikela Frost, me, does a really good introduction.
Welcome to another one of my videos. Yes, today we will talk about a secret project that's been ages in the making. Smart dolls. Human Masters of the Universe. Does it ring any bells? Well, welcome to the Kika Show.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. It's Magical Girl Kit Kat and special guest today, the beautiful, the fabulous, the talented Mikela Frost. Welcome.
Design. Hello. Yeah, that's me. That's absolutely something that's happening. First time ever I'm in a video on YouTube. So bear this in mind. And I will try to be a good girl. I wouldn't try to be like naughty, but I will try to be a good girl.
Could you please introduce yourself, and your beautiful doll? Tell everybody a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so, well, what can I say about me apart from collecting smart dolls? So okay, perfect. So I used to be a cosplayer. Before being a cosplayer, I used to model a bit. So that's the reason why I knew what to do while cosplaying. I've done reenactment for Resident Evil with an Italian association that's called Umbrella Italian Division. So, and I've been acting as Ada Wong. Yeah, so basically I've been the Italian Ada Wong for a bit in this association. Because of this, because of all these things happening in my life with cosplaying and modeling, I learned a lot of things about fashion, about dressmaking, about pattern making, about props making, and costuming and all this stuff. So everything started back then. Then I've got my best friend Didi, which is my sister, basically, my older sister, that she studied at a fashion school. So every now and then I went to school with her and I saw what she was doing, what they were doing. And she is the same person. She's a comic artist, first and foremost. She's very talented. And she's the same person that did the graphic. Do you remember the Harley Quinn t-shirt that I was selling?
Yes.
She is the she's the artist that did that picture. So yeah,
She's so talented. You look at you. You and your family is so talented. That's incredible.
Yeah, well, I love to surround myself with people that allow me, that empower me, and I empower them to the other side.
I don't know how we got on the topic of it, but we did. We got on the topic of how we really both like Masters of the Universe. I don't have a lot of people in the community that I know of aside from Danny. That's what it was. You sent Danny some He-Man toys.
Yeah.
And he loves them and he uses them all the time in pictures. And that's when I knew. And so I was like, hey.
Because I collect also figures. So I've got the original vintage Princess of Power, nearly the entire collection. Plus I've got like the old ones, so the previous ones, and or He-Man, like He-Man, the Masters of the Universe. I've got them all.
You got the stuff from back from the 80s, like the OG.
The stuff. OG.
How long have you been collecting Masters of the Universe?
But we had the entire collection between me and my brother. Even though I kept my original old She-Ra and He-Man and other few figures, I said, why don't I see if I can recollect them in case I find them around a bit of the collection. So I have quite a lot of figures at the moment.
Were you like super into the show, or was it the toys that you just really loved?
I started watching the animation. So the thing that made me fall in love with He-Man first was the animation. So were the cartoons. And oddly enough, the animation was born after the toys the most. The reason why I love He-Man and the Masters of the Universe so much is because they were so well made, not just with the animation. They were sometimes like capturing like human movements, but was a perfect mixture of fantasy, a bit of horror, superheroes, transformations, and there was a variety of characters. The principles of loving each other, respecting each other, there was all those principles there were, even if it was a bit, in a certain way, a bit violent, because a lot of cartoons back in the 80s were quite violent. I remember myself watching First of the North Star when I was a kid, so I was like hypnotized by the like Hokuto Yakuretsuken and people literally exploding. But the thing that I must say is that this respect for other people, this willing to fight against evil, accompanied me throughout my entire existence till now. And it helped me go through bullying at school, because I've been bullied a lot at school, and in the worst way possible. So that thing, growing up with heroes like He-Man, for instance, made me realize that them bullying me was not fair, so I had to react, and I had to protect the other people, the other guys at school that were bullied, not as heavy as me, but they were bullied.
We all have those people or characters that have inspired us and given us courage through lots of different times in our life, is why I think a lot of us choose to collect, because it's paying homage to the characters and those that made us who we are, and who still give us strength, like even in our adult years. This collaboration, this cosplay, very work intensive, like it was very labor intensive. You and I both decided to sew outfits for 2 characters each. And then you volunteered to 3D print a ton of materials. You did a lot of work. So tell me about how it was. Like, what was the easiest part of it and what was the most challenging part of it?
So I must say that the process was like a roller coaster. So there was like peaks of like things being easy, and then going downhill to something that was literally very difficult to do. I would say the designing at first, because no one taught me how to like 3D sculpt or doing things. The most difficult part was to get the body of the doll into the computer. One part, fortunately, thank you ever so much, Danny, very much appreciated. The STL file that he published for free for everybody to use to learn, they helped me a lot, because based on those proportions of the file, I could like see and draw the rest of the body.
It was so cool to see the pieces realized, and Ben was like so shook.
Oh my goodness me. It's absolutely stunning.
Look at your work, my dear. Look at all of those 3D pieces.
Oh my goodness me, I'm so excited to see how all complete. Oh my god. What sculpt did you use?
I used a cos.
Cos.
This belt fits so well.
Good.
And it fits so well with this like faux leather skirt piece. Like it's rocking. It sits so nicely. Look at that.
I love it.
Good. And then this piece here, let me put the hood back on so you can actually like see. So I had to get kind of clever with how to, because it needed weight to pull it down. So I tied a knot with these like leather black straps through the laces, did a crisscross, and then I put purple. I didn't have any like metal pieces, so they're just purple buttons.
I love the wristbands. The armors that you've done.
That was thank you, very grateful to you for letting me like try it. I just used craft foam. So it was bright purple, and then I went in with black and silver and did like a wash. And then I used a gloss coat just to give it like kind of a metal finish or appearance. So it was just foam and glue.
Shira has got some things that are 3D printed, like the sword, the wristbands, and the tiara, the helmet. My 3D printer not working properly, and Tila has got nothing 3D printed. So everything you will see and all you people will see on Tila is everything handmade.
Oh my gosh, she's a queen.
And I used Athena. Hi.
She looks so beautiful.
And this is her.
So none of this is 3D printed that you made?
None of these things are 3D printed. So everything's done with some like leather scraps that I had at home. And I painted them with the Citadel colors, which are the ones I use for Warhammer. These are Danny Choo's.
They're perfect.
Thank you.
I'd never know that you didn't 3D print it, like, because it just looks very professional. I love you very much, and I appreciate everything you did. I am just like so excited, and you do amazing work. So I will be sure to put all the information about your shop in this video. If you have not purchased from Mikela Frost, guys, get on it. She's so incredibly talented, and whenever she has a launch, like, you gotta go, like, you gotta get it. It's such good quality pieces. And we've got a package coming. We got a notification right now. We got those really super sexy swimsuits on their way. Thank you, Mikela. Mikela Frost, everyone. Check out her work. Give her a like. Give her a love. Give her some love, y'all. Give her some love. And as we always say in this house, we love you all so much. Be kind, stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, my bean sprouts.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Mikela and I are both really big fans of Masters of the Universe, and you have become one also in recent times with the new show on Netflix. So I thought this was a great idea, so of course I'm along for this. I'm just gonna start with Mikela is a really awesome person, and it's even more awesome that she likes this just as much as I do. And even more awesome that she did stuff like this. This is just the coolest. He-Man came out in like 1981, 1982. And of course I was born in 82, and You probably remember me talking about this before, but I was born with cancer, so I spent a lot of time in the hospital. And when you have nothing else to do but lay in a bed with an IV, you pretty much just watch TV or play games. Aside from Michael Jackson being a big thing, He-Man was a big thing. So, in fact, I've heard reports from my family members that came from the nurses that I would stand up in the middle of my bed and yell, "By the power of Grayskull," in my bed because of He-Man. That's how much I liked it. I had all the figures when I was growing up. I still have figures. I still collect the MONDO Masters of the Universe line, which are the 12-inch dolls.
Well, and you're particular about what characters the Mondos, like, you want to have all of them for the Mondo set. There'll be photos, so that way you know what, if you're not aware of Mondo and the amazing quality of figurines that they create, it's awesome. But I would say books, some of the pop characters, but only really 2 of those characters.
He-Man and Skeletor for me, primarily. For the Mondo figures, I have He-Man and Skeletor, of course, and then I pre-ordered the Skeletor for the new Netflix series that's coming. It won't be out until, I think, February of next year. I also pre-ordered She-Ra, which will also come out at the same time. Skeletor and He-Man primarily are my favorite, obviously the hero for obvious reasons, and then Skeletor mostly because his insults are ridiculously, stupidly funny.
We should chain them up before they come to.
No hurry,
They're gone! But where? How?
It's the sorceress, you boob! Well, she won't cheat me of this victory.
If you know me, I might call you a royal boob on occasion, just because of Skeletor. So.
Yeah. And I think that's a pretty common theme for you. Like, you really do enjoy, like, if you have a favorite superhero, you always really enjoy their nemesis. Mm-hmm. Like, Batman for you is the Joker.
Yep.
Like, if you were to choose whether you have He-Man or Skeletor, I feel like 99.9% of the time you'd be like, I'd rather have Skeletor.
Yeah.
You edited some photos via Photoshop.
I did.
Mikela is across the world in the UK, so she took some green screen photos and sent them over. So Mikela focused on Teela and She-Ra, and then I focused on He-Man and Skeletor, but because we're gender bending, because that's just how I like to do things, it's Skeltara and She-Woman. Yeah, so how was editing those photos?
Luckily I had still kept some of my skills from the steampunk collab that I was able to utilize again with the green screen. But I got to play with some more fun backgrounds this time. It didn't have to be realistic at all. There's lots of 80s bright colors, that kind of thing. So
we're gonna make some prints to send to Mikela and to send to Danny, as we know that Danny. I think
he'll like that.
Danny's a big Masters of the Universe fan. So for me, the joy from this came from working with Mikela and for doing something for my husband, because this was the first time I've made him a face-up. He had requested a face-up, but I didn't make the choice to do a face-up for Skeletor until
I was like, you should just do a face-up for this.
Yeah. I'm really glad that I did, because it was really fun. And I'm really proud of how everything came out. Not everything, but I would say Skeltara was like the coolest.
I mean, I'm biased. I can't really give an opinion on that because, you know, Skeletor happens to be my favorite, so.
And She-Woman wasn't bad. It's just that, I think it's important to mention, we started working on this, like I said, back in February, March, and it was my first time making shoes. And I was trying to make these boots, and I have the knowledge and the ability to do a better job now, and I could have gone back and fixed it, but you're gonna see an evolution of my shoemaking in a cosplay that's gonna happen the first week of October. So I really want to show the evolution of how, just like with my sewing skills, how I can do a better job with the shoes. But for a first attempt at boots, and for me trying to process this without like any guidance, it was whatever happened with my brain. And so basically it's a 2-piece. Like, there's the leg part which is foam and faux leather. And then like I built like a separate little shoe out of the same material. I put a lot of time into this, and I think it's important to show the first one, like, because these were made before I even did the yellow sandals, heeled sandals for the Barbie collab. So this is literally where it started.
First attempt.
First attempt. The best parts of it have to be the 3D printed pieces to go with.
And Mikela made 2 chest plates. The one that she's wearing, and then this one here, which is like a battle damaged version. So pretty cool.
And she hand painted everything that she printed. Anyway, we love you very much. And thank you for your patience as you've been waiting for this to come out. We have another really exciting, I'm very proud of her, okay? I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, but she is totally my cup of tea.
Best use of a blue Smart Doll ever.
Oh my God. I want another blue body just so she can have her own body, because Neptune, I'm sorry, but I just don't know.
So if you have a blue body, please comment below or reach out, whatever.
If you're looking at selling, because I don't think Neptune's gonna get her body back anytime soon. She's sick. I'm obsessed with her. Yeah. Spooktober's around the corner. Be ready for some cool stuff. And spooky. Be ready for my 2 besties. It's birthday week, y'all. Which means no smart dolls for me, because it's my birthday week.
No smart dolls.
No smart dolls, which is, it needs to not be. But you'll get a collab.
After it.
After my birthday. Okay. Peace out. Bean sprouts. Bye.